What is going on, YouTube? My name is SHAREfactory, and today we are playing, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but this is Ark, and yeah, it's been out for PlayStation for a few months now. Oh, Jesus Christ, I know you leveled up that fast. Yeah, there you might see something way different than usual. Yeah. My stats increased. Yeah. I'm just making this easier on myself and everyone else, you know. La la la. I'm just kidding. So I'm probably gonna level up basically almost instantly every time. The reason for this is so I can get my character up real quick, and so you don't see me die a lot. Yeah, that's the only reason why. I will down it, and the next video you won't see me leveling up. I'll be leveling up the normal speed and everything, so don't worry about that. For right now, everything you see right now is not on default. No, nothing's on default. Alright, so yeah. The reason, like I said, is so it's not gay for me. It's not hard for me to set up or anything. I just wanted to go things faster. This game is slow paced, you know. Either you take it slow or you don't play at all. Yeah. Yep. Funny thing about this game, it's actually a multiplayer game, but you can do single player if you want. Yes, that's what I'm doing. If someone wants to recommend a server to me and they want me to you want to add me to your clan or something, hey, I'll join and everything. We'll hang out. If you guys need me to do specific stuff in your world or anything, you want me to transfer this character over to somewhere, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. So right now we're just collecting stuff. Nothing important really. Well, yeah, it's all important, but like, I mean, nothing important where, yeah, it's not your media attention needs to it. For right now, it's just basic stuff, like, you know, the essentials. Oh, I should warn you, fair warning, guys, is that, I might go blank for a minute or two, but that's just because I have nothing else to think of to say to you. It's nothing against you guys, it's just, I have nothing to talk about. You know, actually, I do have a story to tell. Let me tell a story. I see YouTubers doing all the time. I have a story. So when I was 9, maybe 10, I was driving my dirt bike. I can't remember exactly how old I was. No, I was 8. Actually, now I remember. So I was driving my dirt bike that my dad bought me, and I only had it for about a month, maybe, at the time. And by the way, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my hand, and I still don't have a silver spoon in my hand. I mean in my mouth. That's what I meant to say, my mouth. Sorry, I was being stupid for a second. So I never grew up with a silver spoon. My dad, we never were ghetto either. Like, we weren't poor, not ghetto. That's a bad choice of words. I mean, me seem very mean. But like I was saying, me and my dad, we do a lot of things together. Like, I love my dad dearly, but like I was saying, I was 8 years old and I had a dirt bike. I was driving that dirt bike around in this little area, and actually it was pretty cool. Actually, it was pretty fun until I lost control of the bike. So, because I hit a little pothole. This area. So let me picture this. Picture this, okay? Imagine an area, nice open area. No, let me think. A nice open area where everybody can see you, and the highway's right next. Not the highway. The highway is pretty close. My school was right across the street at the time. That was the school I was going to when I was living down in Florida. And so I was driving my dirt bike back and forth around in circles, and right next to me there was a barbed wire fence, and you can probably picture it. But what was going on is that I was driving my dirt bike, and all of a sudden I lost control. And when I lost control, the bike went into the barbed wire fence. So what happened, the after result is that I had to go to the hospital. the dirt bike, it was actually perfect, good, still working condition, but I never rode it. I don't have it anymore. My dad, he sold it to some Hispanic people, and yeah. So yeah, I used to have a dirt bike, and now I don't. I used to, like, I had a helmet and everything, all the proper stuff on. It's just that my chest was ripped open. Not, that's a mental picture. My chest wasn't ripped open, but it was, I crashed into it, or my skin got cut really bad. But it wasn't bad enough where I needed stitches, but I should have gotten stitches. It actually didn't hurt that much. And when I was little, I used to, if I got punched in the arm, I'd start crying. That's how I was. I actually didn't cry that much when I ran into the fence. It actually, I could actually put a picture up any second, like maybe I'll put up of my chest cut up, but no one wants to see a fat kid, right? I was kidding. But for real though, I actually never rode a dirt bike or anything really motorized since then. I've been in a car and stuff like that. I'm not saying I haven't been like that, but like I'm saying, you know, I haven't drove it yet. I drove in a car before. Like I'm not like scared about that. That's you know, it's you have a full tank around you or something. That's what I just picture all the time. And you're safe, basically. You can still die, but it's less of a chance. You won't get your head cut off like I almost did. So we go to the hospital, like I was saying, and so we go in. The doctor that actually was gonna actually clean out my cuts and everything, he actually saw me walk in. He actually made a pretty good joke to me. It was pretty funny at the time, and it still is a little bit. He said I look like SpongeBob. All right, so now if you can imagine someone that, you know how SpongeBob walks with his two arms. I'll put up a picture. I know I'll remember putting it up. I'll look up a picture for you, and then I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, just imagine SpongeBob a little bit. Did I? Yeah, I did. And it was funny at the time because I did walk in like SpongeBob because I was dripping blood everywhere. The emergency room, you know how it doesn't. People would always say, "Oh, they never took me in, those fuckers." And oh, and yeah, by the way, I actually, luckily, I did get like my tetanus shot recently beforehand, because if without it I would have had tetanus. Not because the metal was rusted, it is because the doctor said I would have. Where's a nice place to set up the house? So funny. What else? What else happened that day? Oh yeah, so the dirt bike, like I was saying, it actually wasn't totaled, but it was at the same time. My dad put his, at the same time, literally, when he sold my dirt bike, he put up his truck, alright? His, Toyota, I don't remember what it was. I can't remember exactly what the Toyota was, but I'm pretty sure it was a 1999 Toyota. Just imagine a pickup truck, Toyota pickup, or something like that. And, it was small. It had a back seat where two people could sit. Actually, no. 3 people could sit in the back. 2 people could sit up front. Yeah, 3 actually could sit up front if you tried to fit 3 people in there. But, what the fuck? That's a really big dodo. So, my dad sold it at the exact same time. And, we were moving, actually, the same month. Within the same month, I think. My dad kicked my stepmom out, but they're back together now. We're up in New York, and but as soon as my dad put, literally after an hour, like me and my dad were just having a conversation. After an hour, maybe I'd say about a day after like my accident, my dad put my stuff up because I said I would never ride it again, and I actually regret saying that because it was actually pretty fun. So my dad, he puts it on. And literally, not even an hour, probably about 30 minutes, we were just having a conversation, and his phone just starts ringing, and then he answers it. He says, 3 people call him, like, literally right back to back, and, he says to him, alright, they all come down literally almost at the exact same time, and they kept going back and forth with a nice number. They kept saying, I'll give you 500. No, 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 I'll give you 600. And my dad was smiling the entire time, and he's like, and then this guy finally said, I'll put $1,000 on it. No one else bet any higher on it. And well, he said it in Spanish, and my dad had to translate for him. He didn't know like good English. He wasn't good at it. So, and my dad was like, oh, sold. And to the guy with the Mexican hat is my dad. He said that in Spanish. He told me. And it was pretty funny because literally they also was calling about the truck. The two people came at almost the exact same time. My dad waited for the other guy to get there and see if they wanted to do business too, but he never showed, the second guy. I don't remember if he did actually or not. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I actually never really rode anything like motorized, except actually I'm lying. There was a scooter I rode. I was riding when I was 12, maybe. Yeah, I'd say 12. So when I was riding the motorized scooter, I didn't get into an accident or anything. I was wearing my helmet, everything, didn't crash it, nothing. I literally plugged it in, started charging it, and the motor died. Literally died within the same day I got it. No, it was 2 days before my birthday, and my dad let me open it. And I was actually kind of mad because I literally got into the accident maybe about a year ago. Or no, like, well, I wasn't mad, I was happy. What am I saying? I'm trying to add more stuff to the story, so I was thinking to myself, oh cool, this is a pretty cool gift. I didn't say that out loud, but I said, hey, thanks Dad. And I was actually really astonished at it because it was really good. It was like, it can go up to like 15 miles per hour, pretty good motorized scooter. And the motor died. It wasn't because of actually anything. It was, the reason for it was we put it on it was an electric one actually. We put it on charger and we let it charge completely. Went outside and this was actually my fault. It was kind of wet out. I hit a puddle, I'm guessing. I can't remember if I did or not. So when I hit the puddle or whatever, the thing worked perfectly fine. I get it back upstairs, I put the thing away, I start charging it again. And so like the battery wouldn't die when I used it next. So I did it, and my cousin Donovan, he wanted to use it. He's 2 years older than I am, and so he wanted to ride it, and I was like, oh okay, sure. And he was riding it, and well, he didn't ride it yet. He was going to ride it, but it wouldn't turn on or anything, and I thought I broke it. But my dad said, oh, don't worry about it. It's probably just a manufacturer thing and everything. And I was like, are you sure? You're not mad at me? And he's like, no, 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 you're fine. And I was like, okay, then. I was surprised because usually normally he gets mad at me when stuff breaks. And if it's my fault. And it kind of wasn't my fault, but it was, so. So the moral of the story was, the fuck? Oh, get the shit out of me. Thought there was something coming up on me. Moral of the story is that I crashed a dirt bike and almost killed myself, literally. Yeah, that's an interesting story. Yeah, so, if you guys have any interesting stories, let me know in the comments below. My interesting story, I might have another one next episode if I remember it. But, I actually have some pretty weird moments in my life, too. And I mean by weird, literally kind of gay. At the time, it was pretty funny between me and my brother. That's for another episode, though. So if you did enjoy this video, I hope you did. Obviously you did, because I'm a great person to hang out with, right guys? We fucking hate you. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Tell me what I can improve on. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll put out some more videos as soon as I can, every day maybe. And maybe this channel will grow as big as PewDiePie's. I doubt that. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.